Hey, it's Oscar here from iHack Diabetes, and today I am making a low-carb keto lasagna. It's mostly just meat, deli slices, and some cheese. Growing up, I've always loved making lasagna with my mom. Every Christmas morning, we would wake up early and make the lasagna for the big family dinner. However, we used noodles back then, and now I'm gonna make it without noodles, and it's gonna be just the same and just as tasty. Don't tell my mom though. I think the first person I've seen make this is Marie Emmerich. I'm gonna link to her website down below as well if you wanna check out her recipe. So first off, we're going to start with a big, large pot. We're gonna brown the meat, the ground beef, and then we're gonna add the sauce to it. But before that, I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil, and I'm gonna add some onion and garlic and salt and pepper. So I've added the onion and garlic, salt and pepper, and I'm just going to saute until they're translucent. I'm also going to add a little bit of chili pepper flake just to make it a little spicy. If you don't like it spicy, then don't add the chili, of course. I've added the ground beef, and now I'm just going to brown it. And once it's brown, I'm just going to add the sauce, and then I'll prep for the lasagna. I've made this lasagna several times, and as a diabetic, I find it's a great alternative. It doesn't raise my blood sugar when I have it. I only do have a square at a time. It's not like I eat a whole pan. But if you're diabetic and you're trying to eat low carb, this is a great option as there's no pasta in it at all. So instead of using pasta noodles, I replace that with turkey deli slices and provolone slices. Instead of the noodles. So it's just like making any other lasagna any way you wish, but just replacing the noodles with the deli slices and provolone cheese, any type of cheese slices you would like to use. I find provolone is the best. I use turkey slices, some people use ham slices, any other deli chicken slices that you want to use or anything else, feel free. So now that the meat's browned, I'm gonna add my sauce in here, and I'm gonna add probably 2 jars of tomato sauce. There will probably be some leftovers. Now the sauce is all mixed in with the ground beef. I'm just gonna keep it on medium-low for about 15 minutes with the lid on, just to let it simmer for a bit. And then we'll get ready to prepare the lasagna. Okay, so the sauce and the meat is done. I'm just gonna take it off the heat and let it sit and cool for just about 10 minutes. This is the provolone I bought from Costco. It comes in a 2-pack provolone slices, and then I bought a 3-pack of the Pillars turkey breast slices for the noodles. So what I usually do is I take them out and I remove the papers in between each provolone slice first, so that I can easily make the lasagna. And then I have the turkey slices there too. I have the mozzarella cheese mixture. I have Parmesan mixture, grano padano I used. And then I have the meat sauce. Okay, so let's get started. First off, before you start, set your oven at 425. Once you're done layering, you're going to cover it with tin foil, and then you're gonna bake it for about 30 minutes, and then you're gonna take the tin foil off and bake it for another 30 minutes or less. You need to watch it. I like my lasagna really crispy, however, you may not. So let's get started. I already added the first, just a little bit of the sauce on the bottom, so you wanna do that first. Just a little bit of sauce, not too much of the meat, so I tried to scoop out more of the liquid just to start a base at the bottom. And then I'm going to start with the turkey slices first. So I'm just gonna simply layer this until the bottom is layered, and then I'm just gonna layer it with the provolone slices. So this is about a 9 by 13 inch pan. So I have the turkey slices. Now I'm just gonna layer with the provolone slices. I'm gonna do it this way. 3, 4 across that way. And then another 4 across this way. 3, 4. And then I'm gonna do the meat sauce on top of that. And here you want to be liberal with the meat sauce because you want there to actually be layers, not just turkey slices and provolone cheese. So that's why you need to make sure you make enough. I use 2 pounds of ground beef for this. And again, 2 jars of the sauce. That should be it for that layer. Make sure you get it in the corners as well. You don't want it to be too dry, although I don't like my lasagna too wet. I prefer it to be dry, so when it comes out of the oven, you let it sit so everything soaks up, and it's more of a firm slice when you slice into the lasagna. So then I do a layer of the mozzarella cheese. You don't have to do too much because you already have the layer of provolone here. So unless you like a lot of cheese, you can do so, but you don't have to. And then I'm also gonna do a layer of the Parmesan. Just gonna let it snow. And that's it. And then you do the other layers as much as you want until you get to the top, but not too high because you have to put the tin foil over top of it. I'll show you when I'm all done. And there you have it, it's all done. That's how it's gonna look. Just so you know, I used almost all of this double pack of provolone cheese I got from Costco. There's a few slices left. I opened up a second pack of the turkey slices. So I used 1.5 packs of these. And so now I'm just going to put the tin foil over top, and I'm going to bake it at 425 for about half an hour, and then take the tin foil off for another half hour. By the way, you may want to place the lasagna pan on a sheet pan before putting it in the oven, just in case it bubbles over. You don't want your oven to be a mess. So I always put a sheet pan underneath it. 30 minutes are up, and now I'm going to take off the tin foil and put it back in the oven for another 30 minutes. So there it is, fresh out of the oven. Now I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes just to let it set and let all the sauce soak into everything so that it gets firmer. There you have it. That's how I make my lasagna. That's the way I love doing it best. Sometimes I'll add some cooked Italian sausages sliced thinly, and I make a layer of that. Sometimes I also add some ricotta to it. So that's it. If you enjoyed this recipe, please don't forget to subscribe. And please do like and share my recipes anywhere you want.